let me start out by telling you, I saw you in concert at the Idaho State University Mini Dome when I was a little girl. My parents took me to that show. Do you remember that show at Idaho State University Mini Dome?
What was that, like 30 years ago?
It might have been.
Yeah, easy, yeah.
Yeah. Do you
I don't remember the exact show. I mean,
you don't remember.
if you say so. I mean, it's 30-something years ago, so.
Yeah, that is a while ago.
You were about 6 rows back.
Yeah,
Yes,
and I was like the 7-year-old that was going, "Hi, Jay."
Of course.
Exactly.
Well, I just got off the plane a half hour ago, so.
Did you fly into Idaho Falls?
I'm not sure which airport. It's about 20 minutes from here.
Oh, probably Idaho Falls. Yeah,
Idaho
and then they
Falls.
just brought you straight
Yeah,
here.
I didn't see any restaurants on the way in, so.
Just a lot of signs with your name on it on the way
I don't think we
here.
hit Restaurant Row. I saw one sign with my name on it, but yeah.
Not your first time, obviously, playing in Idaho, but what do you think about Idaho? Have you been in this area very much?
Oh, I have. I've been everywhere. I've been doing this a long time. You know, I come from New England. It's a pretty rural area up in the New Hampshire border. So I like these kind of white homes. I'm not really, I mean, I live in Los Angeles, but there's some trees and woods, and not like here, of course, but so, I mean, I like it. When you grow up in New England, it's sort of, you got a lot of people who kind of fend from the, my next door neighbor, the only way he heated his house was with wood. This guy would cut a cord of wood every month or two to heat his house, so it was that sort of rugged individualist kind of thing. So it's nice, it's fun.
Who has been your favorite person to interview when you did the Tonight Show?
Well, again, there's no one favorite. I mean, I like politics, so I always enjoyed having presidents on. That was always fun. I enjoyed that because when you have Batman on, he's not really Batman. He's the guy playing Batman. But when you have the President of the United States on, he's really the President of the United States, So I like politics. I enjoyed that part of it. I don't enjoy politics much anymore, but I used to. People wait, if you're doing politics, they wait to see which side the joke. Wait, is this against Trump or for Trump? Is it for Biden or against? And if you go, today President, boo! Well, can I finish the joke? It could be against President Biden. People don't even wait. They just boo when they hear the name, either party. So I try to skip it. And, it seems to work better because we live in an era now where you have to know everybody else's business. So what do you think you really are? Do you ever think you're this? You think you're that? Well, I have plenty of friends that are Republican and plenty of friends that are Democrats. And we live in a world now, if you own a gun, then you must be this and you must be this. And if you're a vegetarian, well, you must be this. Well, no, you can own a gun and be a vegetarian. There's a myriad of combinations.
Doing it for a very, very long time, obviously, but did you start out that way as a kid? Were you like the guy that would make all the jokes in school?
Well, again, when I grew up in a rural area, I don't really think of being in show business. I was lucky. I had really good teachers, in Los Angeles, when you meet teachers, they're always teaching for 2 years or 3 years until they sell a screenplay or get another job. But I grew up in the kind of community where people were teachers their whole lives, So I remember I'm dyslexic, so I wasn't a very good student. And I had a teacher, Mrs. Hawks, who said, you always say, you ever think of being a comedy writer or telling? I said, no, how do you even do? I mean, it didn't even seem possible. Hollywood was a million miles away, and how do you get, you'd read all the biographies. I was born poor. When I got my TV show, no, whoa, where's all the stuff in between? That's the part they never put in the book, Well, they do more now, but. So I was lucky. I had people who encouraged me, you should try writing comedy for a living, and it worked out pretty good.
You like classic cars and classic motorcycles?
Well, I like any kind of car. Anything that rolls, explodes, or makes noise, that's fine.
Love that. What's your favorite sports car?
Well, I don't have. I like everything. I enjoy working on them, enjoy driving them. So it's just not one favorite, So.
What's the secret to your success?
I think be kind always works good. To me, I always judge how intelligent people are, how kind they are. When I meet people who are mean or ill-spirited or yell at waitresses, I find they're really very intelligent people. I mean, there could be exceptions, but for the most part, they're not, And usually, the kinder people are, the nicer they are, and usually the more intelligent they are, because they've taken other people's feelings into consideration and things like that,